I want to give God the highest praise because he's the God of my life. He is doing so many wonderful and awesome things in my life. And I'm sure he's doing so many wonderful and awesome things in you all's life. And you have to continue to let God use you the way he chooses to use you. You have to let him order your steps, and that's what I'm doing. I work at community care, and I'm everywhere. I have many hats, and I'm not complaining. I started out there as a volunteer. From a volunteer, I started working in the laundry area, and I loved it. Washing clothes for the homeless. I loved it. I never wore gloves. I never wore a mask. I just said, God, use me as you choose. Many smells, many looks came in that place, but I fit right in. I fit right in. I didn't make them feel small. I didn't make them feel less than me. I made them feel like I was one of them, because I am. I washed their clothes. From there, I went downstairs and I volunteered in the after-school program. Such a blessing. And all of a sudden, they asked me to be the after-school pre-K teacher. And I said yes. So from there, I'm going to say this. I've been there ever since. I've been there for 6 years. I was upstairs, and I was at the front desk, and a beautiful lady walked in. Her name is Miss Barbara. And she came in with some blankets. And she said, I looked at her, she said, I want to donate these blankets. And I said, well, you're in the right place. And I said, let me show you where to take them. So we went to the back where we have all the blankets and all of these other things that and resources that we give to the homeless guests when they come in. So I took her to the back, never looked at the blankets, took her to the back, and all of a sudden she put the blankets on the table, and I looked and it says, each individually done. And it had a beautiful bow on each one, and it says boy, girl, and I said, oh my God. I said, God is so good. I said, these blankets right here can be used for our children that are getting ready to come into this program, full-time pre-K program in a community that is low-income, poverty infested. Children that's coming from all walks of life, they need to be loved on, need to be cared for, need to be hugged, kissed every now and then, because I'm a hug and I'm going to be hugging all on them and loving all on them, genuinely. And these blankets are going to make all of the differences. And I looked at them and I said, I asked God when I was in that classroom one day, and I began to start talking to God. And I said, Father God, send me good help. Send me good help. And I was looking up at him when I was talking. I said, send me good help, Father God. Send me the children, the parents, the volunteers, the teachers, everyone that you have called and chosen at such as a time as these. Send them to me, because I need help. And there comes Miss Barbara. And the blankets are so beautiful. And from there, this little lady brought in her sister, Miss Nancy, and I met Miss Nancy, and I felt like I've been knowing them all for all my life. And they've been doing things since then. Beautiful blankets. She made them basket, individual bags, so they can bring to school every day. And she also is getting ready, her and her sister, Miss Nancy, and I'm sure Matt, and so many others. And I'm going to tell you something. You never know. You may be one of those that God is going to choose to use to come along the side of me. And we all going to be one team and one family. It's not about looks. It's not about race. It's not about religion. It's not about any of that. All I want is to be a willing vessel and an instrument unto the Lord my God. I don't care how I was brought up. I just want to honor God in every way that I can. And that when he began to take the breath of life out of my body and close my eyes, I want to hear those words, well done, my good and faithful servant. I don't want to be judged by my color. I don't want to be judged by where I come from. I don't want to be judged by how I look or my religion, none of that. We are all created in God's own image, and that's what it's about. And when God looks at us, he don't look at us on the outward. He look at our hearts. And that's what I do when I see each and every one of you and each person that God sent my way. I look at their heart and I tell them, thank you. I hug them genuinely. I shake their hands genuinely. I do it from the heart. And I am so grateful and thankful that each one of you are so willing to help me and to help those young boys and girls that God is getting ready to send that I've never seen before, that I'm waiting for them, that you all don't even know, that you're willing to help. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Nancy. Thank you, Miss Barbara, wherever you are. Thank you, Mac. Awesome. Awesome man of God. And thank each and every one of you. And I hope that I get to see you all again. I hate I didn't get to meet Sherry, but hopefully I'll get to meet her again. But remember this, it's not about your offering. I thank you. It is about your heart.